Peace.
Peace.
Y'all know what it is. It's 43 North Uncut. And I'm the host with the most, Big J. We got THom and
You already know DJ Trill will check the champ.
Chase. Y'all know what it is, man. Once again, Happy New Year's, man. We kicking this year off really smooth, as y'all can see. We got pretty much a lot of stuff going on now, man. You can look forward to a lot of things going on here in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
I know I said.
Look, he's messing with the.
I'm saying, put the hydraulics on. Put the hydraulics on.
He's switching over here. We switching from side to side. Dip. Shout out to everybody in this building, man. The Railroad Yard, man. This is an amazing building, man. It looks like a maze. You go on different floors, it look different. So I like coming through here. But we got a lot of stuff for y'all today, man. We got Keyz on the beat in the building, man.
Shout out to Keyz on the beat,
Shout out to Keyz, man. He in the building, man. Making his comeback. He took a year off to really get back at it, man. I know you're excited to get in. He took a whole year off, man.
No more JBS?
He just disappeared, man. Just took off, you know what I mean? And when he came back, I had the liberty of, listen to some stuff. But we ain't gonna get into that, man. We're gonna make sure we get in here, man, and we're gonna ask him all the good questions.
I want to ask about your first studio experience. I saw you in there climbing with Keyz.
We're gonna say about that for the interview. Let the interview, man.
Because Jay is ready to rap, man. Jay, what's that
Look, I said it last week on the show. Jay is itching to rap.
Yeah.
Like, he really want to show y'all what he can do, though.
Oh, yeah, we almost fell out about you not in the studio equipment the other day. We ready to rap. We was in there
rap
for 5 hours straight. We like, where's the DJ? Where's Will?
They got a bitch.
He did.
Hey, you talking about what's with this goddamn internet? This old ass tower. Hey, Trill came in today. He put the jump drive in there, and then that popped right on. So he know what the hell he doing. You know what I mean? It's just how the way he moving with the old fashioned like old dinosaur. But yeah. I do want to rap, man. I mean, quiet as a kept, man. I've been really chomping at the bit as far as, telling my side of my story, my life, my journey here in the Bay, man, and how I got started, and the things that I've accomplished. So it's a lot of shit talking I want to do. I want to rap more about the elegance of our relationship. My wife, something a little bit of
kids. Shout out to his wife, because he had she watching, so he made sure.
So, you gotta get brownie points, man. I mean,
hello, the lady of my life.
Right, and like you gotta make sure, you gotta confirm. You know what I mean? You gotta put the hearts up. Put all the hearts up. And make sure.
Shout out to your wife.
You gotta get your just due, man, with the relationship aspect. It's an up and down kind of thing, But nobody said a relationship was gonna be perfect, man. So shout out to those who are in good, healthy relationships, man. Even the bad ones, because hopefully you learn not to fuck with that motherfucker no more. Fuck with her no more. So it's like, even shout out to the bad relationships, man, because those are learning tools as well. So I mean, but it's the truth though, man. But for me, I've been with mine for 26 years, man. That's a long time to be with the same person and still not killed each other by now. So I mean, it's relationships.
Most motherfuckers can't make it 5 weeks.
Nah, motherfuckers can't make it 5 days. I mean, with these new shawties, man, they be back and forth so much, fucking on each other so bad, man. It's just like they go from this motherfucker these 2 days, then they got another motherfucker these 2 days. And I don't know.
I like the Facebook post of the new relationship. Because it happens so quick. Then the kissing and the
they popping up. Oh my God, I read new hearts everywhere and shit.
What the fuck? And then next week you with another nigga.
I'm not in a relationship. My new man is gonna treat me like this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, it's funny, man. So to capitalize and talk more about relationships, man, I personally would like to promote more good relationships, healthy relationships, because if we can have healthy relationships, we got healthy people, healthy kids. Because the kids suffer, it's a ripple effect to bad relationships.
So what you saying? You finna come through like LL Cool Big J?
Man, I don't know. Looking no lover. You never know.
He was backseat of the Jeep.
You know what I mean?
LL is
standing at the bus stop, sucking a little lollipop. You know what I mean? So ain't nothing wrong about rapping about the ladies. We're gonna talk about that with Keyz. He talked to me about a little how the way he was formulating a little plan, man. He's got a lot of
because he had the trapping beat that he took from Prince Train that I still say. Prince Train coined that phrase first. I was a part of Prince Train's interview. I filmed Prince Train during the interview saying trapping beat, blah, blah, blah. Months down the line, after they didn't see eye to eye, guess we got an album.
Hey, check it out. Is that fair game? Or is it considered, since I did it first, you can't do it?
Oh no, it's fair game.
It's fair game, exactly.
Who can do it better? That's what I like.
Exactly.
Who can do it better?
Don't take it and fuck it up.
Don't take it and fuck it up.
Don't take it and fuck it up. If you take it, you gotta be prepared to make it better than what it was. If it was
better add to
You
this.
got some old shit me and Jay were talking about before too. What about Roxanne Shante, the real Roxanne? Back in the day,
Roxanne.
they would have one market to sell it, everybody jump on that market.
Yep.
So they had the African movement with the African pack. Everybody say, this is what's selling right now, bam. You know what I mean?
Wayne glasses.
So this is a society that just recycle shit, man, because that everything going back to the boom bap, everybody wants samples again and stuff like that. It just happened like that, man. So it ain't about who did it first, it's about who do it the best.
Right, and I think what we've done collectively, we did a lot of different things first. You would say that we did it first. A lot of people adopted that idea. In the beginning, it was kind of this set tripping shit. You know what I mean? Like these motherfuckers stealing my ideas. They doing this. But then I started thinking about it. We need more of this. We need more promoters. We need more places to have hip hop shows. And look at us now. Now we got collective places. People are literally throwing these spots at us because why? We doing it together.
But
You know
the
what I mean?
thing is, we doing it together, but we still doing it separate. Because we got all these spots with all this what's the name.
But don't nobody want to support the event.
Yes! Don't nobody
Right.
want. If I post an event right now to say I'm having an event on Valentine's Day, watch how many people try to have the same event the same day.
Oh, yeah.
Other than linking up and saying,
Exactly,
look, bro,
exactly.
let's make this work like we used to do.
Exactly.
We used to have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
And we supported it at one place.
And we supported it
And we
at
support,
one
I don't give a fuck what happened. Ross, we brought Rick Ross up here when he first, him, Al Harris, all them brought him up here. He was in the building before he was even hot. That Every Day Was Hustling was out. He was, you know what I mean? Not as popular as he is right now, but he was in the building. And it was done collectively. You know what I mean? Look at Boosie.
Like what T.I. knows.
Right, okay, look at this situation with Boosie. It's two different entities in it. But it had to take two different entities that came from two different walks of life.
I just want to say this. I really hope this go down.
Yeah.
This will stop. I mean, you know, we done had those situations before. Me, I mean, I'm saluting them boys, man, because I really want that to go down because it shows growth,
Yeah.
but it shows stagnant because to me, as an artist, Boosie really ain't. I mean, he got his marketing, he got his thing to keep him going, but I don't even really know too many of his songs. Like, I don't vibe with Boosie
Right.
like that. But
I vibe with Boosie
his
and
lane. Yes.
Now, the thing I vibe with Boosie, the thing I vibe with Boosie a real hood nigga.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And that's what I can
But
relate
I'm saying
to.
I ain't wake up in the morning riding around listening to
Right. Facts. Boosie got a real unorthodox way of rapping. You know, it's a down south terminology. It's some people would consider it gibberish. You know what I mean? But it's something that you can collectively take in and kind of vibe to. Because he got them ones when he did Women and Wipe Me Down. He got
Them dope.
You know what I mean? He got the commercial tracks that's really, really hot. So a lot of people know him from being an OG. You know what I mean? That's just like one of us. You know what I mean? Come together to collectively do a show. Are we commercial material? We possibly can be.
But one thing too, now, not to take nothing from nobody, because you know, like I said, shout out to Boosie, shout out to everybody putting this getting on. If you look at Boosie catalog a lot right now, he with the old heads. They put him on tour with Salt Pepper and Scarface and them. You know what I mean? So right now, we getting a good artist that we need in this community, but it's still the same shit. It ain't nobody that's eclipsed to that level.
Right.
It ain't got no debate. You feel me? I'm grateful for Boosie, no doubt. So I hope he gets.
So you saying basically, in essence, a millennial person that's relevant right now?
Yes, please.
So
we gonna have to fight that 43 North. Gonna have to raise some funds.
We're gonna raise the funds by the summertime.
And
Make
all
sure
I'm
it
gonna say
happens.
is this: I know the right people to make a lot of situations happen.
Well, what the hell we waiting on?
Hold on, the money. That's what we waiting on.
Think about that.
Fuck you mean?
That's how the artists making their money with the trap.
Yeah,
They're not making no money off themselves, so they making
Nah, nigga, that's how you eat as an artist anyway. You eat off the tour money.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
The label ain't fucking with you like that. They already gave you their money.
You make sure you got a fire tour manager, a nigga who gonna get out there and book these shows for you and have you on the road for 30 days straight. That's how you gonna eat.
Facts. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, I mean, I'm both ways with it. Like you say, I'm on the same tilt with as Tommy is, but I'm ready for him to come. We would like to have him here, sitting down at 43 North and painting the town. The thing that we don't get into, I mean, Tommy talked about this, Trill talked about this as well. We don't have no hostess for the artists that come in. When we brought FBG Duck, when we brought El Hit up here, we hosted them. We showed them Lambeau Field. We took them to certain clothing stores. We catered to their needs of what they wanted, and that's what we have to do when Boosie come. When artists come from outside, like the Packers did for Lil Wayne, you got to show that camaraderie. These men are businessmen that's on the road, moving around through the country, moving around.
Shout out to
the world.
Pinky, she tried that with
You know what I mean?
They had a sign in it.
With the result. Yes, they take that format. I mean, I'm glad that everybody is listening to what we're doing because I don't care if you throw a show in Appleton, I don't care if you throw a show in Oshkosh, and anywhere in our area, the Midwest, down up in this area, Fox Cities, we need to learn how to host. We need to know how to host these people that's coming from out of town. Because when we go to other places, they show us love. When
Like
Trill and them
love.
when we all went to California, man, them boys were showing us love. Every establishment where we was set up to go, they already knew who was coming. They already, from the first take when we got there, they knew how to cater to
But
us.
then that goes with the people in the town having something set up already.
Exactly.
See, by us being separate, they don't know whether to go to the 920,
Right,
that's what they heard on the radio,
right,
or they don't never
right.
know to go to Charleston because they don't hear nothing about that. They don't know. So us as people got to start reaching out to these artists beforehand, or reaching out to their managers and saying, when you get here, we already got our itinerary,
Exactly.
blah, blah, blah. So
Let's see what they're gonna do is look out for 43 North Uncut. We'll be
All
able
I'm saying
to
is
take
this,
care of all
man,
that.
like being the official DJ for the event.
check. Go ahead.
No, but like, it's a lot of shit that's in the works, you know what I'm saying? Cause like, a lot of this shit ain't getting passed until Boosie management say so. So like, for instance, the people that's trying to perform, it ain't our price, that's what they said.
Well, what the? Okay, I'm back to that now. Thank you. Go ahead. No, what's he saying? That's so funny to me.
Okay,
Go ahead.
okay. So 1,000 to perform for Boosie.
In front of the Green Bay crowd.
In front of the Green Bay crowd that you are performing for free. But what is the significance of it? Is Boosie gonna be on stage with them? Is
Bro,
Boosie?
hold on, see, now look, y'all asking me like I'm the
No.
making
These are the questions. No,
I can't answer
I'm
these
saying
motherfuckers like
these are the.
I'm the DJ, I'm not the promoter.
These are.
So what you were saying that by you being an on-home DJ, he tried. Okay, what? Explain to us what's going on.
All right, so
They can call in.
it's 4 slots. So it's four slots right now for $1,000. A person can go get them a slot, and so say like you got a camp. You got a camp. Y'all can go get y'all 15 minutes of fame, and everybody drop $250 if it's 4 of y'all. You know what I'm
It
saying?
makes a lot of sense, but it don't make no sense to me personally.
Well,
And
no.
I mean, me as an artist, that's an incentive. I could promote that $1,000 can get you so much more better visibility than performing in Green Bay, Wisconsin, in front of the same people you can fucking perform. I mean, we might have some outside looks or something like that, but if Boosie in the building, he not gonna get, especially the opening. I guarantee he don't get an opening performance. I don't guarantee that, but I know how they roll, man. He probably just be making it. They probably want to be in the back smoking or whatever. Let them niggas get off in their town.
But I see where both of y'all come from. But I'm gonna explain Trill's side and I'm gonna explain your side. From your perspective, that $1,000, a camp with the better artists can go first. Boosie will never see it. The second best follows suit all the way to the meat and potatoes. At the end, when Boosie, probably you can get 2 people to perform while Boosie in the building. You know what I mean? So that collectively, he can possibly hear it because Boosie is the kind of person, if you hot and you at a level where you catch his ear, he will fuck with you.
Right. I'm gonna say
He will fuck with you. So one thing that I like about how he doing on tour, like you stated, that he's the person that's doing tour with Scarface and now he OG in the game. He pretty much now is the business. He using his platform to seek out new talent in different places. So that $1,000 can be relevant if you market it right.
I spend it. I'm gonna be honest with you.
No, if you market it right, yes.
Yeah, I'm saying if I was
But-
an artist, yeah, I'm dropping that cat.
But to see his side from it, now, if you're not getting that publicity and he don't listen to your music, he just in one of his fucking moves, I'm just here, this is a new venue, grab his bag and I'm gone, then it's a blown $1,000. Yeah, you perform, but you was just on the stage in front of the same people that you perform for all the time.
But as a stack boy, you can get more internet visibility than you can get just performing from the Boosie in Green Bay.
But that's a chance you will have to take because if you a hit, if you got something and you know it's a hit, and you get up there and spend $1,000, it's well spent.
I'm telling you, that's
But
what
if
I'm
he don't
doing.
listen
That's what I'm
to
doing.
if he, it's a chance you gotta take because if he in this, I don't give a fuck, I ain't trying to fuck with this dry ass town.
What? You already know. I love it.
You know what I mean?
I wanna see it.
The
I wanna
only
see
thing
it.
that's got going for the city is now created what they call a little small little pilot light. Cause Lil Wayne and them, Anthony Davis win the playoff. It's a nice little pilot light. Collectively for the entertainment and the local businesses here in town,
It's working.
It's working. So
It's working.
together we gotta come collectively
It's working.
and support this event. Now if we support this event and give him a good host, then he gonna be open ears. Damn, these
Well,
niggas,
you
where the
know,
pickle lady?
listen,
Give me the pickle lady. Where the
listen.
can and stove?
Listen,
What? Hey, who is doing? You heard of it?
You know what I'm saying?
Where the can and
You know
stove?
who directly to talk to set that shit up.
That's why they gotta come holler at us. That's why I say it. Let's
Man,
link
fuck
with the
that.
problem.
Tell them what you can do and then let them know your demands,
what we
man.
can do.
Man,
I got you.
y'all look.
I
I wouldn't even wait to pull that trigger, and especially it's too early in the game not to pull the fucking trigger.
You gotta pull that trigger.
See what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. I wouldn't sit and wait. I wouldn't sit and wait and be like, yo, look, bro. Soon as bro get here or the days before, let me know so I can have shit lined up.
Well, I'm at Australia Airport and we gotta
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So as soon as bro drop down, y'all let me know. We go scoop, we do whatever y'all need. You know what I'm saying? So that way it's already locked in. You see what I'm saying?
And he got something going in Milwaukee though before that?
No, we get him first, nigga. Tighten up.
So yes, he got.
We work the stupid deal. Like I said,
so he come here first, then he hit Milwaukee. Since he already relevant in Milwaukee, they don't fuck with him regardless. You know what I mean? So
we get him first.
That's what's up. So motherfuckers come in. Now the thing is, we gotta have it set up.
What's your favorite Boosie song?
Probably set it off.
Set it off for this motherfucker. I'm telling you what he gonna ask for. What a goddamn pickle lady.
Well,
I need the goddamn candy.
He went viral recently about he wore that sweater from
the Cowboys.
Yeah, they didn't like that, but he like shit. Y'all dancing off my song. Y'all got a whole routine.
We say I love the Cowboys.
Right. So and then they work that shit out, man. You know how niggas be, man.
Boosie love the Cowboys.
Because look, now Bruce giving y'all an example. Hold up, I'm finna break down what I was talking about. Brucey giving y'all an example, right? Y'all spending $300 or $1,000 to perform Brucey. Do it, whatever, salute it. But he online continuing his market. He talking to his son, he doing all this stuff. So all you really fucking need to be successful is the internet.
And the
you don't need nothing else. If you promote yourself or get behind yourself enough, because these artists, that's the platform they going on. This is a free platform. So get you a free platform, that's $1,000 into Facebook.
I ain't gonna lie though, that video you being on stage at that concert will probably help the cause on your internet.
My thing is,
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna tell you something.
If he on stage with you,
I'm gonna do a quick marketing plan. Quick marketing plan.
Like a lot of motherfuckers ain't
y'all
getting
marketing
their own
one-on-one
picture.
real quick. I'm gonna give y'all marketing one-on-one real quick. I will tell you how. Listen, how to put that show to make Boosie come on that motherfucking stage. I can tell you right now. You pull the hottest motherfucker out of the city with the hottest motherfucking track, and you put that motherfucker right before Boosie walking in. You had his song go on right when he walked in.
He got to spend $1,000, huh?
Put that motherfucker on, because I'm telling you right now.
We raising funds for them, because I want reading them shit to be successful. I want hustling, whoever involved in this, I want that shit to happen.
Us is still here for you.
It's Hustler Lex and
Lex, shout out to Lex and Reese that, man.
Like I said,
Trill, everybody that's involved with this movement, man. This is a movement. We gotta get behind this. You gotta get behind this, man. Y'all gotta get behind this. And for sure, we want to try to get Boosie right here, so I can say it to his face, the pickle lady. Right here on 43 North One Cut, man. Let's make that happen. We gonna make it happen. Now I'll take the responsibility of hosting them. You know what I mean? I'm just put that out there on the book, on the live, whatever you want to do. I'll take the responsibility of hosting them. Yeah. I will show that man how Green Bay really work. And
me and Robbie gonna be the official cameraman. We gonna do what we be doing. How we jumping out of the back, filming.
Exactly. We gotta make that happen because, like I say, man, everybody know where we stand and know where I stand with everything. I love supporting our local artists. That's why we sit here with one artist on my side, and then the other one, the DJ and the producer that loves to deal with nothing but artists. So it's a trio, man. It's a beautiful thing that we got, and y'all know how the way we roll as far as when we support our local artists. So we're gonna continue to have them up here, man. We're gonna continue to do that. We're gonna continue to move. What else we got before we get Keyz over here and
I don't know, we got a bunch of Dr. Martin Luther King celebrations coming up, man. I don't know how I feel about a lot of it, but I just want to support it because this is a community who don't have visibility. Like a lot of kids don't know about who Dr. King is here. Like once upon a time when I first came out here, they were still going to school. It wasn't even recognized a national holiday for Dr. King. So I used to tell my son, you don't even have to go to school today, because when I was growing up, I didn't have to go to school.
And that's exactly what happened.
And they changed the date from the 15th to the 20th. They were trying to make it confusing with the economy and the federal government. Because I think
they try to discourage you.
They try to discourage you.
They try to discourage you, throw you off, and get you to stop thinking about his birthday. It was like this, and y'all gotta understand where we at. These laws is outdated. These laws are back.
Come on, man. These laws are made since like the 50s and 40s.
And it hasn't been challenged. No changes, amendments, and it's bylaws that's in place that's only catered to one way, and that's our job. That's what we're doing at 43 North, man. We really diversifying what we're dealing with. It's not that we so pro-black that we anti-white or anti-anything else. We for everybody, but we for the people who's for us. So if you're not designed to help us, then you're against us. You know what I mean? And the only thing, we don't move in violence, we don't move in no backbiting, nothing. We just will not fuck with you.
You know, one thing that break my heart, and you know about this too, because you did some filming there before. Whenever we had these events, that's what I want to say. January 18th, Come to NWTC, man. It's a Saturday, man. Y'all can't miss it, man.
January 18th.
10:30 a.m. I know that's kind of rare, but 10:30 a.m. on a Saturday, man. I'm gonna start inboxing people some of these days. But Jay been to events like this, and it's so sad that it's predominantly whites.
It is.
It's no black people in this community support none of these events.
No.
I mean, it's good that white people support them because it takes a nation, like you say. It's not about race. It's not about nothing that's we green and gold or whatever. But the main thing we do need is to show visibility that we do have a community here.
Right.
They got most of the celebrations at Catholic churches,
Right.
at NWCC, at Pegasus churches. They don't have none. I haven't heard Reverend Green. I haven't heard Kingdom Agenda.
Right.
Nobody mentioned nothing.
Man, I wish I had my son.
But it's a true show, bro. It's so
But the thing is, how the way you going is facts, man. You really don't hear nothing about it because I feel like right now, everybody's got their bag and they hiding off in the corner. So it's like, if it ain't affecting us, we ain't really got to make no awareness to it. So I'm going to say it just like this. Everybody that's been rocking with us, shout out to the Bay Bar and Lounge. That place is predominantly African-American. Everybody that come in there is African-American. I'm going to challenge everybody at least get to one event next month for Black History Month. Okay. We're going to set up, I'm going to challenge everybody. Now, I'm not taking nothing from the Caucasian community, but I love the Caucasian community in one essence. And I'm going to tell you something, the ones that love the culture. And the reason why I love them so much, because they're the ones that sacrificed themselves in the beginning. You know what I mean? To do things. Now, I looked at it in the beginning. You had all white people that was running African-American heritage things out of NWTC, or a lot of other different places. They made an awareness of it first.
Yeah.
For us.
Yes.
So those are the ones that actually paved the way and helped along the way. So now we got to support our own shit. You know what I mean?
Support y'all.
We have to.
He's more of a Malcolm X guy. I look at him as more of the, I don't know, you a mix between both. You have your up and down.
Yeah, I got my
But
book.
yeah,
That's
I just like Dr. King, man, just because of the fact of, it brings me a lot of memories as a child, man, when we used to go in the hallway of school and sing, we should overcome, or we had a situation where our mom would say, they finna show us our dream of speech, everybody come in the freaking living room and watch this, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So that's why passionate to me, but overall, he was an industry plant type thing. It was something going on.
And I agree with you, like, because he was a sacrifice. Even Jesse Jackson knew he'd get off the second floor.
Ooh,
you know what I mean? So
they said they was killing somebody with Jesse girls. So
Yeah, they was trying to shoot Jesse.
they was trying to get Jesse. He said, well, you like a jogger ties and the ramifications of everything, and so I'm gonna go down here on the first floor, and you know what I mean? So hey, he wants to
that nigga on upstairs.
That should just leave him alone. He can't talk. So whatever he see, he ain't gonna be able to tell it anyway. Tell his ass out the way.
That's why we gotta start having these classes we talk about, man. Because there's so many stories, man, that people don't know about, man, that we experienced as our generation, man. Like I was talking to Jay the other day too, man, about how my generation of people, we really never graduated from high school. So it's good to see these new kids graduate, or seeing our kids graduate. I mean, I got a GED or I went to prison and did certain things, but the main thing, we never actually, my generation, we used to be in the streets already. Everybody tried to go to high school.
That was the cocaine epidemic. The cocaine epidemic.
Crack epidemic.
Crack cocaine epidemic. You're right. The thing about it was it knocked the dad out the household and it forced the young motherfucker to pick up the bag. Period. So therefore, we wasn't giving a fuck about school. I know 8th, 9th grade. I wasn't thinking about it no more. I'm trying fat ass Malibu. I got patient with a 1-800 number. I think I remember the number.
What about that Bravo Express, that Trill sucking at you? That boy was before that time.
What about that sidekick though? The sidekick. You flip up the side. That was the first one. You know, you sit back, everybody had that little spin to it. So you hit that button, flip over.
That's when you really got to texting hard.
Yeah, she texting hard. When you seen that, you turn around, you look, wait, hold on, who was that? Bang, what you say? What you say? So it's like, man, I mean, our generation, man, was a crazy generation, but I think we was the ones to actually save the nation, to be honest with you, because a lot of the stuff that was put in place that wasn't being able to fulfill, I think we picked up the torch. And a lot of us didn't even finish school. A lot of us went back and got our schooling.
All the entertainers, Mary J. Blige,
Yes.
half Jay-Z.
Yes.
Jay-Z didn't graduate from high school.
He didn't go to college or nothing. This is period, what you born with, survival tactics. Come on, man, these boys ain't got no college degrees. That's why you say to get back to what you was talking about as far as was Martin Luther King planned sacrifice. You goddamn right. Things are strategically put in place to happen. Now for us, they still can't understand how to really eliminate that. Because anything that they do is like the phoenix. We absorb it and able to regurgitate that back out in something positive. Is it meant to happen? Is it supposed to happen? It's happening. I don't give a fuck how you look at it, because I know everything that was thrown at me, I was able to take it in and throw it back out in a positive way. So, I mean, that's what we're able to do, man. It's a real...
That's the culture for you, though.
Yeah, that's the real culture for you, man.
I got something tomorrow. I'm gonna be gone. I'm gonna let Keyz get in, y'all. Love you, man. Love you, guys.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Welcome back, Will. Long time no see, man. Will's a busy man, y'all. He chasing the check for real.
Chasing the bag.
He running around us in circles, man. I gotta catch up. But shouts out to who is this lady? Her name is Desiree May. She got Politics and Pints, and what that is going to be like what I'm finna get involved in. What I've been doing a lot of, what we've been doing a lot here at 43 North Uncut. I've been looking into this political scam of things, because this town has been ran by the same, I won't say entity, but it's been the same collaborative people, family members that's involved in the whole political scope of things. So we need to find out who these senators are, who these councilmen are. I mean, like on a first name basis. I made a call the other day to a councilman office, and they said, hold on, I'm finna give you his line to his house. Where did that happen at in the world? Nowhere. You can't call him. I called the mayor's house, bro. And they sent me to his voicemail, his wife on the voicemail. Hey, you reached a home. I'm like, this is so crazy. So with that direct access like that, I'm finna take advantage of that, man. Because we need to show some diversity in these city hall buildings. We need to show some diversity. So I'm gonna start these political meetings, and the first one will be at Brewer State Baptist Company, January 15th. That's tomorrow. Politics and Pints, and she's for District 9, a district that we've been real
interesting. We have our eye on that district.
Yeah.
Like you stated, the politic aspect, we want to get going on that and push the gas on it. Shout out to everybody that's running. We have to get out to the polls, man. When y'all see it's time to go vote, you have to get out there and vote for your representatives. You have to get out there and vote for your local Congress.
We probably gonna end up doing something for voter registration.
Yes, we have to. We have to. We have
probably
to.
throw like a voter registration rally. You know what I'm saying? I'll probably DJ for a couple hours.
Yes.
And we just get everybody.
We gotta get a lot of people.
Even out the kingdom couldn't vote. They was going to post get beat up.
Getting beat up. They couldn't deny. And that's why I say it was a sacrifice. So it's like we have to get out of the post, especially in this area, man. It's a lot more people that want a lot more diversity than we think. You know, it's just how the way we articulate that and communicate amongst each other. But we've got the word. I've been at Democratic conventions. I don't really believe in that Republican Democrat, because you know, if I was rich, I would want a tax break, and that's what the Republicans focus on. Then the middle class, the Democrats more focus on. I would like to consider myself an independent. You know what I mean? I'm where whatever needs to be done right then and there, that's what we need to focus on. And
just fix the issues so we can get the ball.
Right. We don't need to worry about a tax break or who got what. What's going on in the community, like with homelessness. We having a big rise with homelessness. They've been over at, I think it's St. Joe's Park, where they hang out, because they got charges over there. So it's like a lot of people that's homeless, we see it walking up and down Broadway. You got the homeless shelter over there, but it's a certain process you got to go through.
You go to the library.
It's a huge thing with homelessness. Yes.
It's deep.
A lot of homeless people are hanging out in the library where they got free Wi-Fi, plugs for their phones. You know, it's getting to the point where we got to start thinking about this, because Green Bay is so elegant, and this would be a place where you can help the homeless. We can start figuring out how we can get halfway houses for these people to get back on their feet, because you just got one homeless shelter. You need more halfway houses. You got people that's getting out of prison.
And that homeless shelter got a lot of restrictions to it.
Yes, it has a lot, because of the funding. They don't want to have people that have sex offender cases in there. They human. They made a mistake. A lot of people that has the laws with the sex offenders, don't get me wrong, if you fuck with a baby underage, you're wrong, period. But they got some where it's not taking nothing from nobody, but where the age can be a 2-year difference. A 2-year difference. And they will still have you registered as a sex offender for all these days, the rest of your life. Literally. And then if like say for instance, this happened all the time in Chicago.
Yeah.
There was people that was 4 years older than the actual girl. Some was 16, the boy was 18. You know what I mean? Or 20 or somewhere around there. And still, he wouldn't nothing happen. You know, here.
It's the difference, man. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's
here,
where the laws are set up.
It's the laws, it's changed, and nobody never challenged that. And you wonder why you have so much. When people see sex offender, he got to register, you don't know the situation. A lot of times these boys don't think beyond, they're afraid to come at old women. You know what I mean? So it's like the ones who's 16, 17, 18, I'm not saying I condone in it, but a lot of times some girls are more mature enough to carry themselves in an area like that. You know what I mean? So it's like, to have those sitting in that situation, you see sex offender, oh, fuck that nigga, don't fuck with him, or that dude, and it's all colors. It ain't just black, it ain't just white, it's everybody who they got up under this, because the laws don't see no color. You know, so it's like at the point now, where a lot of people are getting this sex offender stuff for dealing with certain situations, and they getting blackballed. You know, a lot of people see that and just don't know the situation. Now you got some that mess with babies, I'll castrate that motherfucker. You know what I mean? Seriously. I'm serious.
But you got that college athlete who's just a handsome specimen running around.
And they target him.
And they target him.
And they target him.
And when you break it down with Big Willie, they be like, oh, mother, I didn't want to do this. He made me do it. They freak
Stretch your motherfucking ass out.
But yeah, shout out to everybody, man. 43 North, man. I want to get behind the camera, y'all, because this is my goal, my dream one day to learn.
He want to be a director. I want to be a rapper. He want to be a director.
Yeah.
What you want to be? Come on. Yeah, because he spoke so goddamn much. That motherfucker be dead with lifted luxury.
Yeah.
Shout out, bro.
Yeah, man. So without further ado, man, we finna get Keyz on the beat over here, man.
Come on, bro.
Okay,
Keyz on the beat. Keyz on the beat. Gonna let you get the middle chip, man. What's up, my boy, man? Keyz on the beat. Man, my boy. Hey, before we even get started, I'm gonna let y'all know. Y'all can call in right now. The number is 920-784-7533. If you want to ask Keyz any questions right now, chime in on anything that he's done, his respect as far as it goes, his career, this is the time. The phone lines are open. Call in 920-784-7533. So, y'all know what it is, man. We got Keyz in the building, man. We got Keyz in the building. Keyz, what's going on, man? How you been?
Man, I've been good, man. I've been in a great place in my life, man. I just proposed to my girl with my fiance on Thanksgiving.
See, I told y'all, hey, look, you got to get them points, my dude. Any man that's out there, get them motherfucking points. Go ahead.
You know, I just proposed to her on Thanksgiving, which was our actually anniversary day as well. So
Congratulations.
I've been trying to focus on my music, like trying to put out record a lot of content, so when I'm ready to drop, I can drop when I want to, how I want to, instead of just dropping my first 12 songs that I record. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you a question. What made you take a year out? Because I know we have some things going. You started off with the security, then you said it, man, and this is the thing that I'm really, really pleasant with, man, with watching people develop and being on the forefront while this shit is really jumping off. Is that you told me, you say, man, I'm gonna make some beats. I told you when we was doing, I said, man, security ain't for you, man. You're like, man, I gotta eat, man, I gotta eat. I'm like, yes, sir, you gotta eat. Most definitely, you gotta eat. But you're like, man, I do this rapping shit, Jay, man. I really do this rapping shit, man. I make these beats. I know what I'm doing, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, you hear it a lot, but when a motherfucker constantly keep telling you that and adamant about it, I'm like, yeah, this man is on something. What I said, man, shoot for the stars, my nigga. Like, go for it. If that's what you believe in, go for it, and that you did. So, we had the opportunity, y'all, to get in the studio. And Keyz influenced me to kind of jump behind the track, man. So I did. Like I said, I'm gonna keep this going since we just started.
You recorded it, bro?
Yeah, he recorded it, man. It came out pretty nice, you know. We gonna find he was looking for it earlier.
I gotta hear it.
He gave me some confidence.
You also the mixtape.
Yep, he gave me some confidence, man. He really, really gave me some confidence. Isaac was there.
That's how you know this is a busy man. He hosted the mixtape and said he got a hit.
Yeah,
he done dropped probably 100 mixtapes since then.
Right, on the real.
That's I'm thinking y'all talking about like yesterday. I'm thinking y'all talking about some new material.
No.
I already know about the track off the mixtape. I've been knew about that. I'm thinking it's something new.
Least expected.
Well,
Least Suspected.
There we go. No,
it was called Least Suspected.
No, the reason why I'm saying that is because Jay's been biting at the fucking charm to rap. And then you said you seen it the other day. I'm thinking y'all did something that day.
Right. No, we did.
Even if we did, man, we gonna keep it. We gonna keep it like that, man.
Man, cut it out, bro.
Keep it quiet.
We gonna keep it quiet. Look at it.
He asked me to keep it quiet. Change gears. But yeah, man, he gave me the opportunity to come out my shell. It kind of reminded me of Trill dealing with artists, because I didn't have the confidence. And I was talking to Tommy the other night, and I don't know how to get on top of the beat. I can get in the middle of the beat, but I'm chasing it. You know what I mean? I'm chasing myself the whole time. He's like, no, man, you gotta get on top of the beat. And when he animated, when he talking, his words is on top of the beat versus running through the middle.
Right.
So he gave me the opportunity to do that. Yeah, he put the auto-tunes with it, but it was something that for me was a confidence builder. You know, so that's something that he has that you can always offer to artists, and that's what made that similarity. I knew y'all was gonna be able to work together, because he reminded me of you in a sense. You know what I mean? After working with you, so it's like, I said, man, this young man, he gonna be on his way, man. It's just him trying to find himself. I know he went through that one little spell where he got mad at everybody, black to everybody else.
Boy!
Nah, he went through it. I mean, everybody at the time,
He just added it.
I'm talking about a stubborn person, but I had to put that out there, man, because he made that that kind of a thing, everybody knew what was going on, and we go through that as men. You know, a lot of people look at it, talking about busy men, he got the phone ringing during the interview. You know what I mean? But I see, you know, a lot of people catch that, man. You get an opportunity to really take off and you take it and you run with it. But when you get to a point where you know what you can do and help people get frustrated.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's because it's like with anything that you put your heart and emotion into it, when you feel things don't go your way, you gonna be frustrated. Mm-hmm. Other people express their frustration in different ways. Mm-hmm. I just like went through a rant, you know what I'm saying? And
a lot of rant, my nigga snapping.
Yeah, I'm trying to change it up. I snap, but
my niggas
luckily for the people that's in my corner, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
If you hop off track and you don't got nobody in your corner to put you back on track, you need to reevaluate your circles. You know what I'm saying? So when I went through that, I had a lot of people hitting up my phone, man. You don't need to do this, you don't need to do that. And I wasn't bullheaded. I sit back like, you know what? I'm fucking tripping out here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And the reason why I go so hard about this because this is my passion. I'm not no rapper or anything. I consider myself an artist.
Right.
I want to learn everything. I know how to make beats, mix, master. I write music. I do everything. I know how to do cover designs. I know how to be behind the camera. I want to learn every aspect of it. That's an artist. That's set yourself up to be a mogul.
Right.
When you take passion in every surface of what you're passionate about and take the time to learn everything, who can stop you?
At what point did you, when it hits you, it came to the conclusion like, man, I'm tripping. You know, what the hell am I doing? And the reason why I say that, we're going to get to it because I got something that I want to relate to it to as well. Mm-hmm. So I recognize where you come from because I did it too as well. I got on that motherfucker and I was ranting. You know what I mean? I went and I rant because we seen something in this town collectively. I think we maybe saw it around the same time was we knew what we can do to get to this level.
Right.
You know what I mean? We knew what to do to get to this level, and we're trying to tell everybody, listen, stop picking sides, goddammit. Stop turning this person to this person, because you had groups of people at that time that will fuck with us, that will fuck with others. Nah, don't fuck with them. Nah, don't do that. Why? When we always said, let's collectively work together.
Y'all got
you know what I mean? So,
I keep saying, one band, one sound.
But you know, what made me get to it, it was more or less like, damn, I'm tripping. I'm spazzing out. I'm acting Hollywood. Nobody don't want to fuck with me. Nobody want to book me for no show. So I sat back and I reevaluated everything. Like, you know what? Maybe that ain't the problem. Maybe it is me. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes we do got to look within. That's humble. I respect that.
When you get to that point where you can recognize that you're the problem, the problem is easier to fix.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And we ain't doing nothing. We're getting older. I'm 33. You know what I'm saying?
What happened to that show, that big show that y'all supposed to do with Black Rose Media and everything?
Oh yeah, the one that was supposed to be across from Confetti's.
Oh yeah. Well,
one mic, was it on the mic?
I forgot what it was, but what happened was everything wasn't in full surface like it was said it was. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Calvin with Black Rose Media. You know what I'm saying? I'm down to do anything with you still. You know what I'm saying? It just that everything that was in the papers wasn't all the way together.
You know what that falls into? Proper hosting. You know, Calvin, he reached out to a lot of people, man, and he really put his time and effort into a lot of that event. And that was a real star-studded event as far as outlets for artists. You know, you have A&Rs,
a lot of marketing
in there, but it was something that was foreign because around here, a lot of people, I would say, by us being a hybrid community, and that's one thing we got to understand. It's not a community that people grew up 30, 40 years in together. This is a brand new community, and it's a hybrid community. Everybody's from different places. It ain't like you all grew up in Milwaukee and your family maybe stayed over here, family stayed over here. Everybody came from everywhere. So you got to learn how to like people from Memphis. You got to learn how to like people from Minnesota or New Orleans. You know what I mean? So you got to deal with, you got a whole different circulation of people here. So trying to get people to listen to a certain type, that's why, shout out to the Bay Bar Lounge, man, but we're trying to really switch it up a little bit because you can track in just one crowd. You know what I mean? And by doing so, it's going to be a matter of time before that crowd kind of turn against it. You know what I mean? That current going to smash together against it, and it ain't going to be what it is. You know, that's just facts. These are the things that we've seen time and time again. And I ask myself, why we don't have shit that lasts? Why we don't have shit that lasts? Then two, how can people come from out of town and make something pop? What are we doing wrong? We're not diversifying everything. We're not diversified. We're looking at it one way. You know what I mean? We're looking at it one way. And they toasted behind the scenes too, man. Shout out to the videographer, man. I mean,
video man, in the back taking big dog shots.
Big dog shots. That whole thing behind the scenes, man. That's how we do though, man. We need to just continue to work together, man. Keyz, it's been a lot of talk about your music, man. Let's chime in on your music aspect of it. Because I know for me, I'm very, very excited. I ain't gonna let the cat out the bag, and I did, as a promise, I said I'm keeping my mouth closed.
Let it out.
He got some shit for y'all, man. I'm telling y'all, like, artists out here that's looking for these beats and looking to work, man. I'm talking about, I got two powerhouses right here, man. Got two moguls in the making, man, because the one thing I like about them both, man, they love the artist, man. They put the artist first, and they really know how to work with the artist. Like, be able to host the artist, for one. You know what I mean? Have all the goodies that the artist may need. Two, really boisterous about what they need to do, because I know for me, I'm not shy about telling the artist, like, man, you good, but you need to tweak this. Get off that goddamn high horse and be humble.
Right.
Because I like to listen. A lot of artists, nah, man, I want to be like this. It's like, fuck y'all. Y'all can go off and just be who y'all be, and one day y'all ain't gonna be relevant no more. I like to work with the ones that listen, because sometimes constructive criticism is the best method of success. If a person know how to listen, because you got somebody else that's outside of you that give a fuck about your music and telling you this is what you need to do.
A potential consumer.
Right. What do we
I don't
do?
even look at it like that. Like, that's just potential growth that you're missing by not listening.
Right, exactly. I wish when I was younger that I listened to them old heads. You know, they trying to do it right now with the millennial kids. They're trying to say they don't need the big homies no more, but you motherfuckers is a lie. Y'all need the big homies, because without the big homies, y'all wouldn't have nothing. Y'all still watching what we doing. Y'all still watching what we doing. How you learn how to play basketball? By watching somebody and trying it, then going for it, then watching again when you fuck up, you can't get past this certain point. So fuck what y'all talking about up here. Y'all need the big homies, man. Y'all need them. Y'all need somebody that's already been about y'all to guide y'all. So stop playing in your ass and let's get with the program. Because all these ones that's trying to do it at their own, gonna falter. Because you need something to back you. All these successful artists out here has a backing. They have A&R teams. They have management teams. They have lawyers. Tell me what artists out here got a lawyer.
What artists got enough catalog though? What artists have enough catalog to really like working towards that? Because
It's quite a few.
yeah, they dropping, but they not like structuring it. You feel me?
They missing that element of
What is your disconnect, you think, with the audience or with the community, Keyz?
Me personally, I feel as if everybody in competition. If everybody in competition, you can't succeed nowhere. Everybody got this is what a lot of people tell me, man, I got to put the bay on, I got to put the bay on. In order to do something on that big of a structure, you gotta be able to be somewhat stable yourself. You know what I'm saying? They're just like, it's 1,000,001 artists out here, and we have one radio station out here.
that don't even play the artist.
But this is the thing though, it ain't the artist's fault, but why haven't no artist made a song for that type of music, for that type of platform? To get heard.
Not only that,
It's stepping out your comfort zone.
Not only that, but you gotta have the right management and A&Rs to reach out. Artists don't know how to do business. A lot of them don't know how to do business. That's why they have managers. Hence the word manager. I'm gonna manage what you do. So those are the ones that go out to the radio station. I got this track. He hot. We need to have a component for this. Let's put it on the radio station. What you need, some bread to get it on here? What you need to get on that? But me personally, I don't think 95.9 is relevant enough, even to the people. I mean, even to the people who listen to that style of music, to even try to support it right now. You would need 43 North on the radio.
But you know what though? It's still a start. You know what I'm saying? You can start somewhere. I can name 5 artists right now who can go in the studio and make a pop song to get on 95.9.
The reason why I say, don't take this the wrong way. The reason why I say fuck 95.9 in a sense is because they had that. We've had that here. We had 99.7, which was an adjacent radio station, a sister radio station to 95.9. And Hayes and D-Dog was on there. Yeah, more Hayes and D-Dog. Shout out to Tommy Boy, man. Get the waters. Get the waters. You got another one?
You want one?
Yes, please.
You want one?
Yeah.
Keyz, you need a lot.
They had them on the radio station, but the music that was playing back then, it was what would be relevant right now would be the Baby, Little Baby, Money Bag Yo. They was playing it on there, and they was slipping up. Some people was cursing, so they stopped it. They stopped it. One day they came in and just told them stop, and they just looped the music. and just let it play out. It was skipping sometimes you're great thing. It just made it look so bad. It's like fuck y'all. You know what I mean? We don't want this here anyway. We got y'all cussing. Now we're gonna do this. So now with technology excelling the way that it is with the podcasting, shout out to whoever came up with those motherfucking ideas. Because now we can do our own radio station and we know what to do now. So.
But you got to build your audience. So let me get back to, let him finish where his disconnect as far as the competition goes. What do you mean as far as like, so by being in competition, you feel that your music not being accepted by certain people because they feel it's against them or whatever?
No, not necessarily, because you don't really hear like battle type music here. When I say competition, you got this group of people, which it don't be no hate, it just be a personal preference. Like, you know what, I got my squad, I'm gonna just mess with my squad and just focus on my squad. Opposed to somebody just bringing everything together, because it's a shitload of talent up here. Like, it's artists that I done heard up here, it's artists that I done recorded up here, that if they would be in California, New York, or any big city, they will most definitely get recognized with the right type of push behind. You know what I'm saying? But don't nobody look at it like that. Everybody wanna, well, I ain't gonna fuck with this person, or I ain't gonna fuck with this person.
Like I put on studio prices.
Right.
Somebody instantly posts their studio prices to combat what you're doing.
And the
so
thing
you
about
go lower,
that,
they go lower.
The thing about that, and I'm gonna tell you, it's lack of creativity here. A lot of people don't know how to be creative. If everybody knew how to be creative in their own way, we're creative. But the ones who's not creative, you see them backbiting. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of people is not creative, and I'll put names on who's not creative. People just lazy. Don't test me. Y'all know me.
No, but put it out there because what you mean by not being creative though?
Double dog dare.
What being creative?
Double dog dare.
Is
A double dog dare. Triple
how
dog
the way you
dare.
promote, how the way you promote shows. It's people's thumbprint. You can see the similarity.
He ain't gonna bite on that.
They can see similarities in it, because the reason why I said that is because we birthed a nation. And I ain't gonna really call it backbiting or stealing or nothing like that, because I could bring that back within. We created that. So if they the ones that's taking it, that means we gotta do a little bit better with showing them how to do it. But the thing is getting them to see and admitting that they taking it. You know what I mean? Be the student. Because I was a student for several years. Be the student, ain't nothing wrong with being a student. You gotta be a student before you come to teacher, and you gotta be a teacher before you come to master. You know what I mean? So it's levels to this shit, and people want to jump to the teacher and not be the student, or jump to the master.
I would say niggas skip the struggle.
They skip the struggle, and it's levels. And even in any kind of military system or any government system, you got to go through rank and file. You got to go through chain of command. Even when you was within the mob, nigga, you had to go through a chain of command. So up here, the lack of structure, for one. This is what I don't consider it hating or even backbiting, because people for years, oh, Green Bay sweet. I'm gonna go up here, ain't no structure, ain't nobody gonna tell me what to do. I'm gonna do what I want to. I'm glad it ain't worse than what it is. For whatever reason,
it could be
shout out to Green Bay, shout out to the Green Bay City for this, because mentally they got a control over it in this Brown County jail. They put a nigga in that sweat box for a year, you gonna come out and be humble. You know what I mean? So
and 15 pounds and 20
I'm
pounds
talking about, man, they put you in a hole like to get the Django Unchained.
With gum disease.
That's what it is. It's a modern hole. You come out light, pale in the motherfucker, like they put you out the hole. Literally, the whole jail is no light, but fluorescent lights. So it's just like, you know what I mean? It's modern day mental slavery, how they got it, but they got it under control. So as far as what we need to do, I think, is just basically continue to push and come together, man. And stop thinking that it's a backbiting, because what nobody doing those shows till we start, really. You know what I mean? Up here in this area. You had Darren Biggs that was doing stuff down there. You had Luke and them that was doing stuff before. This is what I'm hearing and homework that I got. The level of concerts that we were putting on has never been done in this area. Ever. The promotion, the videography, the manpower, the street team, the collectiveness. And to be honest with you, the city tried to debunk that. But I knew firsthand, if we continue to push, they can never take it away. That's why I said, that's why Wayne here. That's why the Packers is what they are. You know what I mean? Because we showing that collectiveness. And the only thing that I did was took the page out of their book. They created a board.
So I got a question for both of y'all. Why do y'all feel artists, when you go to a lot of cities and like we're big on music scene, why y'all feel artists don't have like posters or sticky notes out here?
They ain't get no money. They ain't get no money.
But
I was about to say, it's not only even cut you off, but TP though. You done been on this avenue with me. You seen me do it with Mo. Niggas ain't gonna put their money on their own merch.
Nah.
They'd rather go buy a Gucci belt.
No, nobody gonna invest. I've seen 2 people invest in themselves. Outside of what's sitting here, I've seen 2 artists invest in themselves. Literally. And that's E.BHoy and Trill.
Consistency.
Consistently.
And
You got everybody else is trying to mimicking their style, as far as what they do. But the one thing about Trill and E.BHoy, they 2 distinguished people that you can't really bite their style, you know what I mean?
They in their own lane.
They're in their own lane. So it's like, that's what I like about creativity. They created their own lane. They're not they're not staying with the Joneses. You got these little shorties, to me, to be honest, they all sound the same. A lot of them. They all got their little whiny voice, you know what I mean? Their little auto-tune voice.
NBA young boy.
Yeah, NBA young boy. They see that he can little bitty little whiners. Because, and I call them whiners.
Little bitty little whiners.
I call them little bitty little whiners because, for one, these are all the kids that didn't have their dads in the household that's just now starting to meet their motherfucking daddies. That's just now starting to meet their daddies. So follow me when I talk, y'all, because I'm gonna hit you with a punchline in the beginning, I'm gonna hit you with a punchline in the middle, and I'm gonna keep them coming. Because it's like right now, we gotta look at that. We gotta pay attention to that. We gotta be more dads in the household. These boys ain't had their daddies from birth probably to 13, 14 years old. So who they grew up around? Their mama. And not knowing, they'll turn away from you and me, I be wanna punch the fuck out of one of them. Like, nigga, grab your little bitty balls and show some toughness, you know what I mean? But it's like right now, the system that broke these boys down so hard, they don't even know that I was missing my dad. 80% of these kids that's growing up here don't have their father in the household. 80% of the kids here, and that's why it goes off into the school. But that's a whole nother show. You know what I mean? But to be honest with you, that's why I call them whiny rappers. It's because of that. They whine on these goddamn tracks with these auto-tunes sometimes. I'm being honest with you. I know you love your auto-tune guy, don't get me wrong.
Love it.
Don't get me wrong. Some of the shit
I'm
that
ready for the questions too.
some of the shit you do, I mean, we old heads, so we gotta go with that. We gotta go with that. The auto-tunes, it's certain people that make it sound good. T-Pain did it years ago, and he mastered that. I haven't heard a person that made it. Tory Lanez, I give it to him.
Yeah, dog.
Tory Lanez a dog with it.
And I looked up to him. That's why I stopped. That's why I switched over from doing like super hardcore shit to doing like, I call it the trap and beat, and shout out to Prince Trey with it, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Prince Trey.
Because he was up here before me, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I heard his music, I liked that style. I was scared to do that type of music because I didn't know how it was gonna feel. But once I got comfortable in my own skin, I'm like, you know what, fuck it. He got his own lane. It ain't like we sound the same.
Right.
You and Prince Trey had a disconnect, just like you said, Tory Lanez. Y'all had a disconnect how Tory Lanez and Drake had. Remember?
Right.
How Tory Lanez was like, listen to my music, and you went through something similar with Trey, like, Joe, I got them beats. Explain that a little bit then.
I mean, I don't want to too much indulge too much in it because
Why not?
It's the past, but it's a relevant issue.
We squashed everything that was going on, and we both said, see eye to eye. Just about some music. It wasn't nothing personal, just some music stuff. He had a way that he handled his business, and I have a way that I handle my business, and we didn't see eye to eye on that. But in the long run, we both came together, and you know what? We both grown men. That's like I said, if you can't, because if you can't be humble with yourself and at least realize like, damn, maybe I was wrong, even if you wasn't wrong, but just for somebody else to hear like, man, you know what, my bad. They gonna look at you like, damn, you really coming at me after all the shit I said? Or, you know what I'm saying, that shock people, that show a level of matureness in you, you know what I'm
Let me
saying?
ask you a question. Would you work with him now today, this president,
Hell yeah.
being as humble as you are right now?
Hell yeah.
So shout out to Prince Trey. If you hear this, if you're watching this, I know at some point you might get a chance to see this, we'll tag you in or whatever. Let's see if we can reconnect that, man, because a lot of people that you helped out here, you know what I mean, you really did something nice to it. Let's try to see if we can relink with that, man.
Yeah, most definitely will.
Okay, now since you're on the subject of past situations, what about the situation with you and Jay? When Jay was promoting shows a lot of times, you was getting disgruntled a little bit because you wasn't on the bill. How do you address that now? Is being here, was it a point where you felt that he shafted you or he didn't show you no love? How do you take that?
I took it as just when he told me that your time is coming. I didn't understand that back then. I wasn't patient, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't humble. I didn't understand that.
Humble.
And it took for me to really, like I said, if it's always problems surrounding the person, you gotta evaluate yourself. You gotta look in the mirror and be like, you know what, self, what the fuck am I doing? You know what I'm saying? And I was able to sit back and, you know, like, maybe I gotta put enough work in, you know what I'm saying? He's been up here for years. He got other people who's up on a higher pedestal than me, who he seen they work, who people who proved to him that, you know what, they worthy enough to be on that bill. I had to just grind. That's why I took some time out to get my shit together, you know what I'm saying? To show my growth. And since I know him, every time I seen him, whether it be 3 months ago, 6 months ago, he tell me, man, you growing, you doing your shit. And for somebody to say that lets you know that you're really doing it, you know what I'm saying? You gotta put in the footwork, just like we were saying earlier. Everybody wanna skip the struggle, you know what I'm saying?
Can't skip the struggle.
Can't skip the struggle, man.
The struggle is what defines your hustle, man.
That was real humble, man. I really, really appreciate that, and that's what I seen. And I think I have a good niche on how the way I deal with artists myself. Cause like Trill and yourself, dealing with artists, I have a real personal connection with artists because I want to see us win. You know, if I didn't want to see us win, I wouldn't be as hard. I would have put you on that ballot. But at that time, you wasn't ready. You wasn't ready. So evidently, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all, humbly speaking, my motherfucking methods work. They work. Because look at them now. Look at them now. You know what I mean? That time of being denied. Do you think I really wanted to deny him at that time?
Man,
I knew he was hungry.
Look, man, I wasn't seeing the nigga every day. Like, the nigga would be mad, like, bro, y'all got a show, man. Holla at Jackson Hill, bro, get me on. But he not knowing I'm the one creating the bill.
Right.
But when I run the bills to Jason and Jason be like, no, then I can't do nothing about it.
I gotta say, you know, every no, you know what every no did for me? Made me go to the studio and record 20 songs.
Exactly. That's the same way. Every time somebody said, no, we don't want you in this venue, no, we don't want this over here, that made me go to a bigger venue. That's why we went to all the venues that we went to. So yeah, you're right. I was glad that you was able to see that from my perspective, because a lot of times it was just like, I really don't want to deny nobody, but I want to watch you grow. You got to go back, because that's what they told me. You know what I mean? Everybody told me, the old heads told me, man, you gotta go back at it. And I listen to them, man. That's why I say we really need our big homies. I still reach out to Dub C a lot of times, you know what I mean, and talk to him. Because why? I can't say nothing about him.
Hey, Dub C, you can hit my line too.
That's what's up, man. We humble here. 43 months, man. We super humble, man. We super humble. He's a godfather, man. And he's one that really, really opened
I don't know where me and Dude fell off.
But I heard a lot of good things about
I don't know where me and OG fell off at, but he can hit my line, though.
Right,
I know he be seeing my shit on Snapchat. Man, you can hit my line.
That's what's up, man. I mean, and that's what it is. He want to come here and do a show, man. He got an underground squad that he said will wreck this motherfucker. You know what I mean? Bring the artist platform to, and that's what we need. We need a lot more underground rappers. Because a lot of the rappers that's out right now, they want to be the commercial or the NBA young boys instead of finding their own niche. I guarantee you, if a lot of these artists find their own niche, it'll be amazing. Like the beats we was listening to. These are them beats you ain't never hear. You know what I mean? But it's like you need that. You need that.
You know what I feel we should like. Me personally, I want to try to do like a studio youth program. Help get the kids off the street.
I probably already do that.
And then not only that, you know what I'm saying? Artist development.
Yes.
A lot of people think just getting in the studio recording and putting your shit on YouTube, you all of a sudden an artist.
What do you think about this? What do you think about mentoring artists? Like say for instance, all four of us that's up here right now, that's doing what we do. We pick an artist that we mentor, like them what I call them, whiny rappers. If we grab each, like 2 of them, and mentor them. Because why? They need that, man. That's why they got nonprofits, Big Brothers, Big Sisters. They got My Brother's Keeper. All these youth programs is because they took the debt out of the household. So now the government got to put funding through to help with these troubled kids. You know what I mean? So therefore they need, but they would rather have people that look like them and know where they come from to help them versus, you know, motherfuckers sending them to, I just said Boys and Girls Club.
Man,
you know what I mean? It's just so watered down.
You got kids watching
you know
kids.
We got kids watching kids. It's so watered down, man, and it's so outdated that kids ain't trying to go in there and be quiet and shh. You can't be running through it. We're gonna give a place where they can run till they fall out. You know what I mean? And go to sleep. They'll take them back.
I would most definitely be down for a mentoring program, man.
Yeah.
Because me being an engineer, I have a lot of artists who come to the studio who don't have confidence in themselves. Like, man, what you think this? How you think this sound? Oh, and I most definitely let them know, like, man, switch it up. I'm not just an artist an engineer that'll just be like, just press record you, take your money, make you go about your business. Nah, I'm gonna make you leave. When you leave here, you gonna feel like, damn, he was really hands-on with this shit. He ain't rushed me. He even gave me an extra hour. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's the type of person I am because I want you to be able to I'm gonna do your music as if I want mine to be done.
Exactly. That's
You
right.
know what I'm saying?
And speaking of music, I know 2020 gonna be a good year for a lot of us, man, as far as the culture, you know what I mean? Business-wise, artist-wise, as far as where we taking things to a new level. It's gonna be plenty more bars and clubs up here, you know, not just certain clubs, you know what I mean, bars, there's gonna be more.
And also, it's gonna be plenty new artists.
Yes,
I have
of
a
course.
very,
Of course.
very,
We finna get into that. We finna get into that.
very good singer
Yes, you do.
on my
Yes,
side
you do.
that nobody ain't really heard yet.
Oh my
What it's
gosh,
called? What
yes,
it's called?
I'm
Shout, I mean, you give, come on, give them a winner.
Well, who she-
People kill me when I'm finna drop a song. Give me 15 likes or 100 likes and all this and that. Well, I'm finna do this. Y'all don't have enough catalog out here to drop that shit, bro. Put that
But
shit in the
it all
circle,
depends.
bro.
It's still a marketing. When you do stuff like that, you build up anticipation, and you see where your real fans at. The people who like your stuff and share your stuff, you know that you can be like, man, I'm just jumping this DM and just send them the song. Instead of being like, man, go to my Apple link, you know what I'm saying? Go back my song, or go stream my song. I'm gonna just give it to you. I'm gonna give you an exclusive a week before it drop, you know what I'm saying? Because you got people always constantly on your post, checking in on you and everything.
Tom, can you put that on the charger? Oh, it went out.
Yeah.
I was trying to get you to put it on the charger.
And then, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the artist is my fiance, Boss Lady V. She already have a single.
What's her name?
Boss Lady V.
Y'all heard it, man. I wanted them to say that twice. I had the liberty of listening to her. She's a very good soul singer, man. When I say a soul singer, it's not just an R&B singer. It's not just a commercial singer. It's a soul. You feel that shit in your soul.
Goosebumps.
I'm talking about Goose. She did some acapella at the house. Oh my God.
Goosebumps. I still get goosebumps when she sings.
Yeah, she's a very, very good singer.
She's hilarious.
what you
get goosebumps when she do everything. You trying to?
Let's talk about it.
So let me ask you this: what are you working on, man? I know I talked about it, but you know it's good when somebody else talk about it. But I want to hear from you. Let the people know what you've been working on, man. Like as far as music wise.
As far as music wise, I got a album, not a mixtape. Everything original, 100% original beats. Everything. I'm busy. I know you see everybody live, friends, but everybody in here. But I got a album, and the reason why I say album because this is gonna be the first tape that I actually literally put my everything into, my money behind. I want to do billboards, I want to do promotion, street team, because it's everything original. I can get 100% profits from everything off of this. I don't have to pay nobody. I don't have to do anything, and it's called Millionaire Dreams. You know what I'm saying? Everybody who's in the game, I don't care what nobody say. Oh, I'm doing this because I love the music. No, everybody doing this to get rich.
You got a drop date on it?
Not exactly just yet, but I will say within the next 2 to 3 weeks. 2 to 3 weeks.
So sometime in February.
Yep.
Be on the lookout sometime in February. The reason why I asked him that question, I had the liberty of hearing some of his new stuff. He had let me hear a few peeks of it, and I gotta say, man, it's something that we need up here.
I'm gonna be
It's
honest
something
with
totally
you. I'm gonna be
different.
honest with you. It's gonna take a lot for you to pass up that song. Like, you know how I am. Like, if you give me one good song, your next song gotta beat that. So,
Exactly.
so that song with you and Shaba, bro, you know what I'm talking about?
Like my dog.
No, the jump off the
Jump
porch.
off the porch.
Yeah.
Shout out to Shaba too, man.
Yeah, the off the porch.
He's gonna be here tonight with me
Yeah.
as well, but he has some things to take care of.
Yeah, so the off the porch joint. I think if you can make more shit like that, you'll definitely have a lot more, I want to say, pull in the city.
I think so.
Per se.
I think this comeback gonna be a nice comeback for him anyway because
So all I'm gonna say is, bro, shout out to Shaba. Y'all make a dope sound combination.
I see you got Trill, you got some people chiming in on your live with some questions and some
Oh no,
things that they're saying. What
don't
they
say
saying?
that my partner Mecca Malo, he was letting me know what's going on. He wanted the MKE Pad Master, you know what I'm saying? So he make beats through MPC. Yeah, so he's like a drummer, like a pad drummer. So
I love watching
that band.
I love watching them.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
love
they get out.
He-
So maybe we can get him on the show actually making a beat.
Well, hey, Mecca, when you
Live.
get a minute, man, hit the inbox, see if we can get you on the show and get you an interview, boy.
Right, get your interview live.
Yeah,
Bring
get
your
you an
NPC.
interview. Bring your NPC, man, because I know there's gonna be a couple artists who gonna want some beats. So.
Right, we at a point, man,
And
where
I'm down to collab with you too.
Shit,
Yes,
he already
yes.
know here. Everybody
Yes.
know we down to collab.
yeah. So let me ask you this in closing, man. if you are, I know you deal with a lot of artists, a lot of artists, and I know you got a lot of beats. I know you got a lot of stuff going on. Not to pick and choose, but if you had the option right now to collab with an artist, and I mean it ain't even got to be here in Green Bay, who would you collab with? Like, who would you want to do a whole full project?
Like, it's crazy that you said Tory Lanez, man. I love it. Like, I done set up and watch his Twitch lives directly in the studio, no pen, no pad, and come up with a fucking masterpiece. And I love his creative process. I would love to work with Tory Lanez. And that's just on the industry level. As far as up here, I would love to work with Carrie, Whitey, and BoyBoy.
Shout out to the Wiscos, man. Shout out to Wisco.
Especially BoyBoy, man. BoyBoy, you seeing this, man? It's long overdue. We said it was gonna happen, but we never, your schedule and my schedule, we never was able to link up, man. The time is not.
Maybe we'll be able to go set that up.
We can make that happen. We'll shout out to BoyBoy, man. We can get him in here and we can figure out if we can do a track, lace it or whatever. We also got a studio up here too, y'all. So we'll be doing music up here. If people don't feel comfortable letting people come to their house, you want to do a quick collab, you know, after 5 type shit, come up here and we'll be able to make it happen, man.
Real vibe.
And catch a real vibe, man. It's an amazing time. We had with Keyz on the beat, man. I'm glad you're back in the game, man. We definitely.
This nigga phone is slapping.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. I think it's somebody probably trying to call it. Let me see. Hello? All right.
Man,
That was my daughter. But what I was gonna say, but yeah. It's been an amazing time. Like I say, man, we glad you're back. Glad we was able to get you on the show. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody that's doing their thing independently. Make sure you support your local artists.
Hold on, we do got a question real quick.
Cool. What somebody threw a question out
Nathan
there?
said biggest challenge for independent artists.
What's the biggest challenge?
Yeah, what's the biggest? I feel like the biggest challenge for independent artists is marketing.
Marketing and promotion.
Yeah, because a lot of artists don't know how to market themselves. You know what I'm saying?
I would say.
I don't feel like they don't know how. They haven't got the right direction.
No, again, they don't know how. Because they figure if they go take a couple photos and go post them, that's marketing. No.
What was the question again?
The biggest challenge.
Yeah, the biggest challenge.
The biggest challenge for the artist, I think, is their pride.
I can see where you come from.
That pride. The reason why I
would
say that.
say ego over pride.
Ego, pride, yeah, they're all one and the same in a sense, you know what I mean? But for the most part, a lot of people know what they need to do and just don't do it.
Well, that's because, again, you know, some people, they yes men, bro. And they require a lot of yes men around them.
A lot of these motherfuckers ain't had their daddies or their uncle kicking them in the ass.
You know what I feel the biggest challenge for an independent artist is? Consistency.
That too. I think it's a little bit of everything.
I done heard a lot of people come to the studio with a fire ass song, and they don't call me back to 6 months later when I'm ready to get in the studio after not dropping music for 6 months.
You know what? And I'm gonna put his ass out there for that one because he came with a dope track, and I'm gonna put it Speedy.
And I recorded it.
Speedy put that motherfucking track out there and it was hot. Then you ain't hear shit no more from him.
Because they ain't
got no promo, nothing. You don't see nothing on Facebook, Snapchat. You come out with this song, and I'm doing a money dance, and it was different. He didn't sound like a whiny rapper. You know what I mean? He came out and he hit that motherfucker, made it. That was like the song that, and I see what you're saying, consistency. Because if he was consistent enough, that song could have pushed, or even if he had some backing, that song could have pushed and did something. You know what I mean? That song.
You gotta give it legs for it to go somewhere.
Man, that song was hot for the shorties, man. But yeah, you know, we running over our time, so we're gonna get ready. Like I say, man, it's always an honor and a pleasure, man, to get local artists up here, man. And you're not just a local artist,
Gotta do one thing.
You're one of the business guys.
Gotta do one thing.
Talk to me.
Shout out to everybody who's been rocking with me from day one.
Yes, sir.
And there's one special shout out I gotta give, not only just my wife or whatever, we all know that, but shout out to my boy Mo White, man.
Yes, sir.
Whatever you doing right now, if you watching this, hit my line. Let's get that vibe back, bro.
Yeah,
I miss you, bro. I love you, man.
That's some hot.
You know what I'm saying? My mom still asks about you.
See what I'm saying?
Let's get back in the studio, bro. Let's make some work. Let's do some work.
Before we cut this off real quick though, I remember that whole like 3 months. Like we seen each other every day, fool.
In the studio.
On 14, fool. Every day, fool. Now you see what I was telling you when I came over there. To go from that to had y'all not talking
I
about that
miss
shit
that.
lame as hell.
I miss that.
So
I miss you, bro.
This is what we do. We connect vibes and we break the, you know what I mean? We make sure that here, once you make it to 43 North, anything that you've done or anything that's been questioned, we finna smooth that shit out and we forget everybody to work it. It's playtime is over with.
It's
We have a
time.
platform, we got artists, we got beats, we got videographers. Y'all know what it is, man. It's the host with the most.
Let's start a new decade. Let's
It's
start
43
it off right.
North. And we out of here. Peace.
Hey, real talk though, for everybody on that still left on my shit, I'm letting you know for 2020, if you ain't at the table, you on the fucking menu.
Ooh.